can hear Moose in the background. Okay. Right, I'm going to turn this one down. Oh no. Great time to start playing, Moose. Okay guys, I'm actually live on YouTube as well. This is the first time going live, so just want to make sure my screen. Tango, what's up? Hey. My little sausage dog's just decided he wants to play. Oh wow, gold shot right up. I'm trying to... Oh, it's actually lagging a little bit. What's your YouTube name? So it's back to basics FX, but the link is in my bio. So I've got my actual screen up. The charts up on YouTube. I just can't do it on TikTok, and I haven't worked out how to do it at the same time yet. It's taken me ages to figure out how to actually stream, and now I'm doing it. It's very zoomed in, so I'm just trying to work out how to zoom this out, to be honest. Okay, there we go. That might work. It's kind of like a little bit behind time. But also, I haven't quite worked out how to stream, how to see comments coming up on YouTube at the same time. So I've literally got I've got 3 screens on, so I can see any questions that come through on YouTube. And oh, you can see TV in the background. And then yeah, I've gone live here to tell you guys that I'm live on YouTube. Are you more into Forex or crypto? Definitely Forex. I definitely want to look a little bit into crypto. Yeah, this is super confusing. I will definitely have to work out how to just stream everything all at once. But I hope everyone's had a good start to the week. I'm the other way for crypto. Amazing. Yeah. I do want to look into it. But yeah, basically what I wanted to show you guys today was a breakdown of what was going on in the charts. Invested in so far, I don't even know what that is. I literally just trade gold against the US dollar, but I'm looking into trading futures. Right, let me go on to the actual charts. But yeah, YouTube is like slightly behind time, so it's confusing me. But yeah, guys, jump onto my YouTube. It is all my links are in my bio, so it will take you straight there, and I'm live there. I did training for about a year, but yeah, so I pretty much only trade gold against the US dollar. Good moment, I say. Yeah, so it's definitely hard doing it by yourself. I feel like we had some news going on. Gold shot right up. But yeah, let me show you guys. I've been quite busy today, so I only actually managed to do a couple trades. But yeah, a lot of people say this about gold. I think something that I kind of learned with gold is when I realised it wasn't gold that was the issue, it was me, it just got better. I just had to control a lot of my greed, a lot of my FOMO. Gift a badge. Mine's it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the likes. But yeah, guys, come over to YouTube because this is where I'm actually streaming the charts. But yeah, okay, let's jump in anyway. Sorry, this is the first time I started streaming, by the way, so gold isn't the one to have FOMO with gold. Yeah, I know that. I learnt the hard way, but it definitely kicks in. I feel like there was a bit of FOMO this morning. So I had 1 L and two wins, but right. Yeah, it's just slow right now. Oh, there the comments. Hey Pixie. Hey Nikki. It's sound not great, or is it just me? Can you guys hear me on YouTube all right? What time frames do you use? So I always trade off the 15-minute time frame, but I like to, it's just quiet on YouTube. This is why you see those streamers with the mics. I'm gonna have to get a mic, aren't I? I have you muted on there, but yeah, it seems, no, I'm not doing any battles. People are asking to battle. Yeah, someone's got saying that they've got the sound on here, and then yeah, yeah. I'll get better at this, guys, I promise. Soon I'll be a professional streamer. We'll be going down all channels, but at the moment this is very amateur. But yeah, so I wanted to actually explain my loss today, actually, because that one was a bit of a impulsive move, if I'm going to be honest. I was in the middle of journaling about it, which I might actually go and get the notes from it. But basically, it was at about 7:30 this morning, and I missed a really, really good move. I will be trying to answer questions from every direction, by the way, guys, so you have to be patient. How long have you been training for? I've been training for 8 years, but when I say 8 years, people think, oh, because I've been training for such a long time, I should be in a much better position. And if I started learning from 8 years ago, I should hope that I would be, but that just wasn't the journey. I started 8 years ago, but for the first 4 years, I was just convinced that Signals was just going to make me rich, and I just didn't have a clue that you really had to, at least, I don't actually have anything against Signals, I just don't believe it is good for beginners. And when you first start trading, you get very, very excited. So when they're constantly sending you signals, it's just not really promoting a good trading mindset, to be honest. Yeah, gold push up nice this morning, then retraced and took my profit I had made. Yeah, so I missed a really nice move in the Asian session, which obviously it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't going to be awake, and there was a big move. Now I kind of saw a pullback happening, but I just wasn't patient enough. Have you tried scaling up using FTMO? So I actually use Alpha Capital. I know about FTMO, obviously they're a good company, but there's a lot of things about Alpha that I do really, really like. I was before just trading my own money, but now this year I'm going to focus on building up my capital again using prop firms. So I've literally just got a 200k account, so I'm going to be taking you guys on that journey. But I'm not in any rush. I'm literally not in any rush because, again, when I was doing signals, I was constantly in a rush all the time, I think, because you get such high wins. You get really addicted to it. Do you trade support and resistance? Yes, I do. I basically have done so many courses and I've learnt so many different things that I ended up getting super overwhelmed in the end, and now I just trade in the most simple way. Okay, so it could just be me. No, Nikki, I think this is why everyone who streams, they have microphones, but I'm not that much of a streamer yet. We've just managed to figure out how to stream onto YouTube. Now I need to figure out how to connect a microphone, because I actually do have one, but I don't know how to connect it to anything, so that's for another day. Anyway, guys, if you can see here, my YouTube lot, I took an L up here. What I was seeing was a pullback happening, but I just wasn't patient enough. I literally just started support and resistance. I started this week on my demo account and made 1k already, risking £10 and 100 on. The only thing that I would say about demo accounts, guys, is it really takes away your the psychological part of trading, and I would say that 90% of trading is to do with your psychological side and the mindset that you need to have to go with it. So when you trade a demo, like I had someone say to me, oh, I made 70k on a demo. But when it comes to real life money, I promise you it's going to feel different. So I kind of try to stay away from demos, if I'm honest, because I actually want to feel what it's like trading. And guys, if you have any questions, just do 4-7 times demo counts are, yeah, exactly. So shall I just jump straight into a real account? I personally think you should be jumping into a real account, but obviously getting good education and, you know, taking it slow. Like when I say jumping into a real account, I don't mean doing like 1.0 lot sizes and being crazy. Mindset, motivation, rise. I don't know your name, but thank you. Okay, right. Let me just, I'm going to quickly grab my journal, guys, because I was literally in the middle of journaling my loss this morning. I think as well, this morning, for some reason, I didn't wake up at my normal time. I normally wake up at like 5 in the morning, which is very early, but I normally come downstairs, I wake up, I meditate. And this morning I was like, I'm just going to have a lie-in. So I didn't actually do my normal routine. So I feel like when I first put that trade on, I wasn't really fully awake. I just thought, oh my gosh, I missed such a good move. And then like that human side of me creeped in. So yeah, your mods are haters. They keep muting and blocking genuine questions. Thanks for the trading info. They're not haters. I don't know. No one's being like, we're not muting anyone that isn't saying strange things. Studied for years, but finally made the leap to give it a go. I'm proud of my 1k in 4 days. That's amazingly, honestly. Nice colour kitchen. Thanks. Okay, so first trade was a FOMO trade. That was the first thing I put. I entered at the top of the trade as I thought it was I thought I saw a pullback coming. It did. Let me just circle here, guys. So this candle here, it showed it was coming down and then it closed up there. And basically, like I said, I'm not really too sure why I took this trade because it didn't pass my rules at all. Because one of my rules is I won't go into a trade unless there is a top and bottom wick, and there was no top wick, but for some reason I decided to enter. And this is what I mean by like your emotional state and your headspace can really affect the way that you do things. So yeah, for some reason, because now looking at it, it's so obvious that that was just the start of the pullback. But anyway, took it out. My stop loss is 20 pips, so it's not the end of the world. Where are you from? I am from the UK, not too far from London. How did the Sydney session go? I didn't actually, I haven't really been trading too much today. Thank you for the likes and the follows, guys, on TikTok. If you do jump over to YouTube, please drop a subscribe as well. I'm trying to get to 500. I'm quite far, but it's a goal. So I am going to be trying to stream more on YouTube when I get everything kind of technical sorted. It's purely just because I actually want to show my charts. So yeah, here guys, for my guys on YouTube, FOMO, honestly, it is such a killer. And for me, I do simple price action, and one of my main things is we're working with probabilities. So I don't like candlesticks that don't have top wicks because a lot of the time they remind me of fake outs anyway. Catherine, it's the entry and where to the stop loss give me the fear, especially with how much I've already lost so far. Yeah, Catherine, in all honesty, you're going to struggle not understanding things. So I have a very, very tight stop loss. Because I like to scalp, I'm only trying to get 20 pips. So for me, it doesn't make any sense for my stop loss to be like 40, 50, 60, 100 pips, which in some signal groups, that is the case. why would I have like a 40 pip stop loss if I'm only trying to get 20 pips? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So my stop losses are really tight. So I have like quite strict rules on why I'm entering a trade or how I'm entering a trade. And every time I enter a trade and lose, I go back over it and I'm like, yeah, for some reason, like I said, like straight away, if I was like fully awake and looking at it right now, like I would never take a trade. It never wicked up. It literally just shot down. I have no idea why I decided to take a buy there. So yeah, it was like FOMO. I was like, oh my gosh, I've missed that move. It's like I could definitely see it still kind of pushing upwards. There was like clear range coming up. I don't really know what the thought process was, but it's really important to be able to face your losses. Head over to YouTube, Do Ragborn. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Mimi Love Hope. Oh, thank you. But yeah, guys, I'm streaming live on YouTube, the actual charts. The link is in my bio if you can't find me. So just jump on there. But yeah, so guys, like I said, like 90% of this is your mindset. So people ask me all the time, like, how can I get better at trading? Like, you have to be willing to get better at yourself. Like, I even was saying to my friend today, like, when you say something, try to stick to it, because that shows discipline. And in the markets, you have to be disciplined, especially if you are using a funded account. Like, if you say you're going to stop trading, stop trading. If you're then all of a sudden back in a trade, like, that's showing a lack of discipline, because it's all well and good if it goes your way, but if it doesn't go your way, you're just gonna be screwing, thinking like, why didn't I just stop? So it's the aim of the game with trading is to actually detach all of your emotions away. But yeah, so that was, I should probably put that in my thing as well, like, don't be trading like the second that you wake up, because I was like still in bed and I wasn't even really awake. So hey Susanna. Yeah, so bad decision, guys. Bad decision. Okay, so where was it? So this is the trade that I did catch though. So I did wait, and we were at a bit of a oh god, brain's gone blank. Supply zone here. So this box that I've marked out, like, it's, if you look over here, it's, you know, we're really reaching like all-time high areas. You know, everyone's looking for a sell at this point, but for me, I purely just want to go on what the market is telling me. There was no real indication of it coming down at this point. So yeah, I always try and keep an open mind. My son does crypto and launching his own coin. I don't understand any of it. You know what? Like, the younger generation, they're gonna be rich. You know, they're actually gonna be so rich because they understand this stuff. Imagine the person that helped me learn how to stream was some 17-year-old guy. I was like, wait, you're so young. But yeah, I had no idea, and like all of my friends, no one knew how to stream. They were all like, yeah, my kids probably know. I'm not even that old either. But yeah, it's funny. But yeah, they're gonna be rich. Do you have a funded? So yeah, I've got a funded account with Alpha Capital. Benita, not sure what that means. Any questions over here? Ah, Ben subscribed. My biggest fan. I'm 45, I think I will. Nikki, you don't look it. Benita means pretty, haha. What language is that then? Okay, so let's talk about the winning trade. Not that I am happy about that, because again, I'm really trying to, oh, it's Portuguese. Because I'm really trying to detach myself from all emotion, and that is purely, you know, I don't want to be happy when I win. I don't want to be sad when I lose. It's just neutral. So someone asked me earlier, do I trade support and resistance? My favorite types of trades are support and resistant, breakout, and then a retest. So yeah, there's just too much going on my screen. I really hate it. Because obviously at the time there's not as much going on. Like, it always really confuses me. That's why I have no idea how people got like 20 million indicators on and all that. Like, it just makes me more and more confused. Susanna, how often are you going to stream? So I'm going to stream like to the just public every Wednesday. I'm probably going to try and do early morning because I actually want to trade I trade the London session, so I want to be trading like in real time with people, whereas like now I don't trade the Sydney session, so I probably won't really find a trade. Like, I find that when you stick to one session, you start to like understand how it works a little bit. I really like pre-London as well. Your favourite trade is being a charlatan. Have a good day. Free Tommy. I'm not too sure who Tommy is. Okay, yeah, so going back to breakouts, for me, this isn't like your typical breakout, is slightly more advanced. It's just because I look on multiple time frames, and it was really indicating like we had like some strong buying power. And again, like sometimes I am deaf to you, the signal. Not sure what that means. Are you saying my signal's not good? But yeah, so this was kind of what I was looking for in the morning. But yeah, so I obviously was a little bit more awake, and I was a little bit more patient when it came to taking this trade. So it kind of got to this area here. I was waiting for a breakout above here. And the reason why I went in for the buy was because I saw, for me, this kind of retest here. But like I said, guys, I'm looking on like multiple time frames as well, and I haven't journaled it yet because I was really busy today. But it probably looked like extremely good on like the 30-minute, because sometimes like I do always like to trade off the 15-minute, but sometimes I really like to trade like off the 30, off the 1 hour if it's looking juicy. So yeah, this, like I said, is a bit more advanced. It's just not your typical. I'm going to try and find like your typical kind of breakout trades and talk you through it. But yeah, so when you see this momentum like of these bullish candles here, like they're very big, very strong bullish candles, I like to see it print a little bit of red, because it's good. Because if it was to go up, it's going to struggle. It's got a bit of support created here, so it's going to be harder for it to like break through, if that makes sense. Finally found your YouTube. Yeah, no, guys, if you're on TikTok, the link is in my bio, because I don't know how easy it is to just type it in. Bullish course, bullish brokerage. Yeah. Not sure what you mean by that. But yeah, so guys, I really like the fact that it gave me a bit of support here. It showed here that it pushed down and rejected pretty much instantly. It broke. So this was the area here. Let me just draw a line for you guys. This is the area here I was waiting for it to break. About here. I can't even see. I'm going to have to delete this red box. It's really annoying me. Okay, this orange line that I've just drawn, I was waiting for it to break here. So it printed that red, it did my retest, and then it broke. After that, I basically waited for this candle closure, and I just jumped in the buy right there. So again, I always have my stop loss at like 20 pips. Like that, the ideal entry would have been a tiny bit lower. But when you're doing this real time, sometimes it's just really difficult to do things under pressure. And that's why I want to start showing you guys actually real time as well, because now I'm just like kind of talking back over the day. But yeah, so when it broke out there, that's when I just jumped in, 20 pips stop loss. Sadly though, the push was so quick. Usually what I would do is when it gets to 20 pips, I would then just take take partials off. So I take like 85%, like close at 85% and let it run. Are you trading gold USD? Yep. That's the only thing that I like to trade, but I am looking into trading futures. But yeah, guys, jump over to YouTube. I can see a few more people going on there. Don't forget to subscribe as well, though, because yeah, if I can get some more like subscribers on YouTube, I will do it more. Because yeah, it's a bit of like, I'm just not used to doing this. Like, I've literally got 3 screens up and it's really confusing me. So, but yeah, thank you to the people who are here though. Okay, so yeah, that was the trade that I managed to get, which was really nice. I managed to get in 2 positions, but like I said, I didn't even have time to change to bring stop loss to entry. I was a little bit nervous, I think, because again, I let that first trade really put me off. And this is what I mean again, guys, when it comes to emotion, like you start making decisions based on emotion rather than logic. More subscribers equals more fish fall into the net. What's your YouTube? YouTube is, the link is in my bio. Is Charlie still on here? The Forex World link should be in a bio. Thank you, by the way, Nikki. I don't even know if Charlie's still on here. But yeah, so like I said, guys, the emotion of it really, really affected me today, because I could have probably cashed in a little bit more and actually got the full kind of take profit that I wanted. But it was two winning trades on the funded account. So it was about 1,400. But again, I don't really want to think too much about the money, because that always gets me emotional. I'm really just learning to detach myself. Nikki, is Pixie on here? Good conditioning for the mental side of Forex is to go to a casino with rules and see what you're really like. Ditched from reality. Pixie, are you on here? Nikki? I'm gonna actually make Nikki a moderator. How do I do that? But yeah, I'm gonna just go. Oh, how you passing funded accounts? I mean, my friend Charlie was meant to be on here, but I feel like she's not, because normally she's really on things. But yeah, sometimes these like comments and stuff really, really distract me. But yeah, I know, Pixie, that obviously you're trying to watch on YouTube, so don't worry if you can't. I'll just try. Oh my gosh, someone called me posh. Wow, nice. That's the first. I'm glad. Okay, I'm not going to read comments for a little while because it's distracting me. Okay, so this afternoon I didn't actually have very much time to... didn't have really any time to trade, so I wasn't really paying too much attention. But what I did notice today, one of the things that I do like to mark up are trend lines, because it was respecting this little trend here. Obviously, it has broken now. I don't know what happened with the news. Apparently, Donald Trump was speaking. I don't know if he's already spoken or he... At the moment, I feel like whenever he speaks, gold actually just shoots up. Focus brokers, I spit trading knowledge for focus and scam and dip. Slay Queen. I think it's at 10. Oh, okay, Drew. Don't do funded accounts. Everyone's just each to their own. I think I've had a total of 3 funded accounts, but yeah, my journey's been tough. Like, if you guys are new here, like I always say, like, this isn't me stating anything, like this is not financial advice or anything like that. This is me just sharing my knowledge and my experience. But I'm watching gold now and it's moving up. This would have been a really nice trade because it was against the trend line here, and also this is really nice. Like this kind of showed, obviously I would have been looking on like the multiple time frames, but I really like the look of this. That small candle there, wick down, small body, showed a lot of weakening to me. And then obviously there was a big push up. And then another small red candle printed. So what I probably would have done, I mean, this here would have been a bit of an impulse buy if I was going to enter. Is on a trend line. Liking the look of the candlesticks. But yeah, I probably would have taken the buy probably from somewhere up here, because like I said, this, I like the look of this, of a flip basically. Ah, Ben sent me a rose. G Cell courses. I have a free what was it called? Free Discord. Free Discord. I'm trying to build up a female community for people who want to get into trading. I just feel like it's really important that people are really honest about their journeys. So yeah, I've got free Discord. All my links are in the bio. I took a buy. Wow, Pixie, where did you take the buy? Did you take it here? Rome Circ. Oh, actually, I don't even know if you can see it. Around 2925. Because that's a nice little move there. But yeah, this is probably where I would have taken it. If I would have taken it down here, that would have been an impulse move. Because yeah, it's showing like a really nice little flip. MK invites you to co-host. I can't have anyone else on here because it's just going to confuse me too much. Where are we? Okay, yeah, so like I said, guys, I really do quite like doing trend lines, but I don't predict. So I like to mark up my areas of interest, and when it gets there, if it's showing me a good reversal, like earlier today, I know a lot of people who wanted to buy here, and yeah, if you manage to get it first time, it's a nice little move, but I mean those are big wicks, so you wouldn't have been able to have a very tight stop loss, whereas for me, I need the tight stop losses. Like, you know, the impulse buy here would have been tight, here would have been really, really tight. So yeah, what I would have wanted to do, see that wick down and then push up past the body, and then I would have still really been able to keep a nice 20 pip stop loss, and then it's just kept on going up. But yeah, this area here, one of my friends was saying, oh, like, do you think a buy? Like I said, first time, and if you've got like a
the markets
bigger...
are closed.
Oh, something just told me markets are closed. But yeah, so this here, I was watching this area for a while, and I know a lot of people would have wanted to take a buy. I can see obviously it is at a trend line, but yeah, it was just showing me, to be honest, a bit of consolidation, because I ended up marking out a new zones. So these are zones that I'm like waiting for the breakout, which would have been here. These two, that would have been my resistance, that would have been my support. So I would have wanted, because I couldn't really tell which way it was going, I would have wanted to do a breakout trade in this instance. And obviously it wouldn't break out at the top there, but then it broke out at the bottom. But I don't actually really take, even if it breaks out, if it breaks out by a lot, I kind of want to stand down there. It's just something that I've noticed over a period of time, that when it kind of moves too fast, not always, but yeah, I probably would have wanted it to close a little bit higher. But yeah, that would have been still a nice little sell position. Just printed a bit of resistance there once that candle closed, but again, I probably still wouldn't have taken this because it was no top wick, and yeah, when I see the no top wicks, a lot of the time when it goes down one way, it shoots back the other way, and that's what I call a fake out. So it's always a bit alarming when I see a candlestick with no top wicks, or like, well, no wicks at all. I can see a lot of people being muted. Thank you. Just use CRT PO3, made $500,000 with it. Okay, nice. I actually took and buy, then went the opposite way for a bit, so quickly took a sell for 20 pips. Okay, so when did you take the buy? Oh, you're not on YouTube, but I was just showing an area where I know a lot of people wanted to buy, and technically the area was still valid because I would have still taken the buy at 2925, that kind of area, but not when it first got there. So when it first got there, it was just showing a lot of all over the place. And like I said, if you're looking at the YouTube stream, you can see here there's big wicks, so I wouldn't have been able to have a tight stop loss. So yeah, if you had, like, you know, a 40-50 pip stop loss, but again, if you're entering a trade with a 40-50 pip stop loss, then you should be aiming for at least 40 or 50 pips. Like, that risk to reward isn't working for you if you're going to risk 40 pips to only get 20 pips, because then when you lose, you kind of go back 2 spaces, you know. So I'm always aiming for at least a 1-to-1. Are you streaming on the charts? I am, John, but it is on YouTube. So if you guys want to see what I'm doing on YouTube, because obviously I'm just talking, you can't see what I'm doing, head over to YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. I think I don't know how easy it is to find just typing it in, but all the links are in my bio. So I have a funded account with Alpha Capital. Absolutely love them, guys. They're doing some really exciting things this year. I might actually tell you guys about that in a sec. How long did it take to become consistent? The thing is, I saw something and it was like, some people it takes a year, some people it takes 3, some people it takes 8, some people it takes 12. Our journeys are different and our circumstances are different. Our mindsets are different. So all of these things are going to play a factor into that question. Okay, see you over there. Thank you, John. Don't forget to subscribe. How much do you need to start with? So personally, I would never be trading with anything less than £1,000 if you're doing a live account. But we're really lucky that in this day and age, there's such thing as prop firms. So you could actually pay for a prop firm. Obviously, you can't be doing this if you're just going to go wild and you have no idea what you're doing. But if you want to actually learn and be serious, I don't think there's anything wrong with prop firms, because it makes you really disciplined because they have strict rules. But I don't actually see any issues with having strict rules anymore. I used to be a bit all over the place and, like, you know, my emotions were just so up and down all the time. Whereas now, because I'm trying to be really strict, I'm really trying to detach all that emotion away. Thank you for the follows, guys. And anyone who is interested in just learning and finding out a bit more, I do have a free community over in Discord. May I ask how long it took you to become consistent or more consistent? I'm very, very honest about my journey. It has been 8 years. 8 years, but it's not been 8 years of me learning. The first 4 years was kind of when trading was, like, first coming into the scene. So yeah, wasn't really too sure. You just bought into it. You bought into these guys who had the Lambos and the nice, obviously just renting out places, and you just buy into that shit. But yeah, so first 4 years I was just convinced I was just gonna get rich quick, because that's how they sell it. And I just didn't want to learn, or I didn't think I needed to learn, because it was so easy to place a trade that I just thought, well, this is just easy. And I can see that they're winning, so it just must be easy. And then I spent the next 2 years actually trying to learn. I did a course with IML, which is a network marketing company. That's where I learned my technical analyst. But again, didn't realise that actually 90% of this is your psychological. And I wouldn't say I was in the best mindset then. I was definitely going through a lot. Like, I had a boyfriend that was a gambling addict, so like I wasn't in trading for the right reasons. So obviously all those things played such a huge factor in the way that I saw the market and the patience and the desperation for money. Like it was, yeah, it wasn't great. So then I just took a break from it, and basically in the past year I fell pregnant, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to work in my other business because it's very physical. I need to be there. So then I've basically spent the last year really knuckling down and focusing on trading and learning. And obviously I know I've learned a lot from the mistakes that I've made as well. And that's all I'm trying to do, guys, is share my mistakes with others, so then you can take that as a guide and just be better. But yeah, I'm just looking at what gold's doing now. Hope you're proud of yourself. You stuck with it. It's been a journey. You know what? It's gonna pay off. I know it will, because yeah. It's just my honest response. You know, like I try not to sell people the dream, because when you just sell people the dream and make it sound so easy, you just attract a load of people who, you know, they're just gonna be mad when they're not making millions tomorrow. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just watching what gold's doing now. Obviously, it's done a big push. I know Drew said that the Donald Trump was talking at 9. So potentially it could go up even more, because like I said, recently whenever he's been talking, because he keeps talking about how fucked like America is right now, like he literally keeps talking about how bad Joe Biden messed up and the economy shit, like all of this stuff, you just see gold just climbing. And obviously it's gone to a new all-time high today. Let me just look at this actually. I'm just going to look at this. Okay, so there. Okay. So this is here where it's broken structure. So yeah, so obviously it was going on a bit of a downtrend. It's broken the trend and it's now going up. This high here considered, actually it took that out. Yeah, so yeah, it's going into a bit of reversal now, so it could potentially just keep going up. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Whenever you're looking at the charts, guys, just remember to actually look at what's going on overall. I reckon maybe he's doing it to push gold up. Do you trade crypto at all? I don't really trade crypto, but I sometimes just look at it. I don't know why, I just look at it. This scares me. I don't know why, because it's very similar to gold sometimes. But I think my friend says it, the power of one. Focus on one thing, get really good at one thing before you move on to the next. And yeah, it's been a real love-hate relationship with gold. But I've said it before, I think once I just realised that I needed to take responsibility and it wasn't gold, it was just me. Don't even fancy holding, oh, I do, I need to buy some Bitcoin. I do think that's going to go up. I really do. I do think it will crash at some point, but I think there's still, where is it at now? Let me check. Okay, yeah. It's on 96. I reckon it's gonna go up to 150,000, you know. But I don't know when. I only have £50 of it. Still something though. Stu, stunner. Thank you, Stu. Finally found you on YouTube, Susanna. But yeah, so I mean, right now it's literally gold's doing nothing. That's why I want to stream on JH. No, I'm not gonna co-host with people, guys, because too much is going on right now. Turn it off. Do you teach? So I actually have a free community on Discord. I have started sharing my experience with people in the past like few months, because I kind of fell into it by accident as I was teaching my friend and realised actually this really helped her. So I have a bit of a passion for it anyway. Like my other, oh, it doesn't work. It might have expired. After this live, guys, I'll update my Discord link, because apparently it expires every 7 days. I didn't realise that it's even been 7 days since I've had the Discord. But is it nice and bold? Oh, for fuck's sake. What's wrong with people? Like, that's obviously got nothing to do with this, is it? How much you got in funding? I've got a 200k account. But guys, thanks, Pixie. TikTok's such a weird place. It's so weird. Hi, Freya. But yeah, I mean, gold right now, it's doing nothing, guys. Like, I would have loved to catch a trade with you, but that's why going forwards, like, I will probably try and stream pre-London time, which will be very early, probably around like 6:30. So then maybe we can catch some trades together at that time, because yeah, it's just not really moving. But I reckon the Asian session will be active. It has been active for a while. Like, look at this, was it last night? There was a lot of movement in it. This the night before. Look at this movement. Apparently, one of the biggest like countries that invest in gold is India. So apparently that's why, like, yeah, a lot of investing in gold goes on during UK at night time. Laughable. Yeah, it is laughable. It's entertaining. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to do this in the mornings, because if anyone's watching the charts right now, it is, I feel like it has, oh, actually, I say that, I have a feeling it's closed. Is it not closed? I feel like it's, oh, I don't know, because, no, I think it's open, it's literally just not moving at all. I think it closes at 9:45. Nothing. Laughing face. Okay. But yeah, no, I think it will definitely be better to stream in the morning, guys. But I hope me just breaking down those trades a little bit has helped. Oh, it is open. It's just very slow. Like, this is why a lot of people say it like this time. It's quite dead. Like, nothing is happening. But obviously there was that huge move to the upside. So if we had got on here at like 6 o'clock, which is not really going to be too possible for me because I have my little one. She goes to bed at about 8:30. So yeah, that would have been a good time, because I was really looking at this area, because like I said, when it got to this area 2925, a lot of people were going in for those buys. And Pixie, I know you said you were. I can see why, but like I said, when you learn more about like those wicks and things, like, it just, yeah, it just wasn't, it was just making me feel uneasy. I don't know why. It was just, yeah, showing me a bit of consolidation. So I wanted some kind of breakout either end before I went in. If you caught it the first time, like, you would have caught, like, I know my other friend, like, he went in for a buy first time round. Luckily he didn't go in for the second time round, because he was like, oh, should I go in again? I was like, oh, I'm not seeing it, I'm not feeling it. The wicks are wicking over here, so I can't do my 20 pip stop loss. So, but I was really interested in this area, because like I said, it was a key area, key zone, you know, Asian lows as well. And obviously it had a bit of a drop, and still it bounced off the trend line. So yeah, I was really keen on that area, but like I said, I just missed it. Are you a support and resistance trader? Yeah, technically I am. I keep it very simple. It's very simple price action strategy, guys. Did you learn from Mamba FX? I don't know who that is. I didn't have the same markup. I've never done the sideways lines. Oh, the sideways lines. Pixie, you do make me laugh. You're my liquidity. ICT? You're my liquidity. Not sure what that means. The sideways lines picks, that is that's a trend line. I like to notice when trends are forming. Not that I massively take it into huge consideration. So at the moment, obviously, Pixie, we're going to start going through all of these things. And this is what I was telling you, when you get more of the education, more of knowledge, you don't necessarily constantly use it, but when these things come up, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to pay attention to these things, but it's not like, you know, you have to do it. ICT, I don't really trade too much of ICT. I've not really looked into it too much. I just like to keep it really simple. Love the 20 pips stop loss approach. Yeah, the thing is, it is patience. When you're doing 20 pips only, you're getting paid to wait at this point. Like, it is, yeah. I know some people who study ICT for years and still don't become profitable. At the end of the day, I think you got to master yourself and get to know yourself as well, and understand like what strategy is going to benefit you. And people don't really think about this stuff. They just think, oh, it's just all about strategy. And I've spent a lot of money on learning different strategies, and now I just seem to be super simple. Just another confirmation slash guides. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, like I don't just base trades purely on candlesticks. I love my candlestick reading, because I like to keep it very simple. But there are other things, like I say, I don't just look on the 15 minute. I want to be looking, like when I was, do you know what was actually really putting me off this trade here, the 22925? It was what it was looking like on the 4 hour. It was not looking, it was looking like it was going down. Like there was just no indication there that it was going up. All the other ones, I was kind of like, yeah, I just kind of see it, but not really. Like I said, there was just not enough in it. But for some reason in the morning, it didn't even have to tick any boxes. I was just half asleep and feeling FOMO. So this is what I mean. When I'm fully awake, it's different. You should try Renko's. They are daddy. Never heard of it. Been salmon, its core things in the market and how it's algorithmed and how the market moves. Oh, actually, that was a reply to someone else. But guys, do you have any questions over my YouTube lot? Do you have any questions over the trades that I've gone through today? Like I said, I think it will be so much better for us to be doing this in a bit more of a active market. It's literally, yeah, it's creating a bit of a support level right now, but nothing's really happening. But hopefully that kind of helped just going through. I trade Forex. But yeah, guys, actually, I prefer Forex over gold. You prefer Forex over gold? Well, I trade gold against the US dollar. That's the only pair that I trade at the moment. I do like looking at, you know what? So this is why I struggle to trade currency pairs. Because it is a big move. How many pips is it? I don't know why it's so zoomed in like that. But I actually got in this. But I got in here and it came down. I was like, yeah, it's going good. Came back up, like to entry, and I got back in. And then it came back up again. And it was giving me anxiety. So I came out and it just went my way. And this is what I mean by, like, at the moment, my mindset isn't, like, I can trade currencies because my setups are actually quite good, but it's the patience. That's what I mean. I can't seem to let it cook. Whereas, like, with gold, I can be in and out very quickly. But yeah, I didn't even go and look, and that would have been nice trades. Nowhere near stop loss, like. But yeah, because it kept going like back up and then it went into red, I was like, oh God, I just came out. I came out with a little bit of profit, but I should have just held on. This is what I mean, like, you have to do what suits you. And at the moment, like I said, I'm just focusing on one thing at a time. Salmon gold moves crazy. Currencies are friendlier, true, but more volatility means more chance for profits, but also a lot more risk. Yeah, but I'm a scalper, so I'm you know, I literally want to be out of the market within like 15 minutes. Whereas obviously sometimes when I go to trade a currency, when we're like an hour in and I see it go into good profit, and then it's like, then it's not in profit again after like a few hours. You have to switch mindsets, and I think, yeah, but I mean, that would have been a good trade. It's all zoomed in. Let me see if I can show you guys what I was looking at. Oh. Again, it was trend line, and it was a continuation. So again, like during the Asian session, this was quite nice. Double top as well, this pattern. But yeah, obviously when I woke up, it was like around this time. So I caught that continuation, but I didn't stay in it. So that's that. What's your favourite time frame? So I always trade off a 15-minute time frame. But, oh, you can't see my chart. Sorry, guys, on TikTok. It's because I'm streaming on YouTube. I can't really do too much on TikTok because they just ban me all the time. So I'm actually streaming on YouTube at the same time as well. My YouTube link is in my bio, so if you guys can, I'm probably going to be finished soon because I've actually been on for nearly an hour now. So yeah, follow my YouTube. Not follow, subscribe to my YouTube because I will be going live more often. I just need to sort out microphones and stuff because apparently the sound isn't very good. Is good. I bought in at 2908 at 2. Oh wow, that's amazing. I love that. The nails place. I don't know your name. I've seen you on here before, but that's incredible. I wish I was a long-term trader. I struggle. I really do struggle, guys. So if anyone wants to give me tips on how to be a long-term trader, I have very little patience. So I really struggle. Oh, are you funded? So I've got a funded account with Alpha Capital. But yeah, before I go, guys, actually, let me just... So one of my goals this year, this would be a dream for me. And this is why I'm really, really focusing on small, consistent wins. Scalping can be good if you have a strong mindset. It's a bit like gambling. I mean, technically anyone can see this as gambling, but I like to stack my probabilities. But yeah, no, I enjoy just being in and out really quickly. Can I DM on here? Yeah, you can. I probably got some bits to do afterwards, but I'll definitely go through my messages. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, because someone asked me about my funded account. So I'm with Alpha Capital, and basically this year they're launching something called Alpha Prime, and this is going to be like on my vision board, hopefully for this year. But basically what Alpha Prime is that they're actually opening a real live trading floor in London, and I think they're doing it up north as well, but like an institutional trading floor, but it's going to be for real retail traders. So anyone that's like using Alpha Capital, I've said 100 times before, max FTMO before you go elsewhere. I just like Alpha. Like, everyone's got different opinions, but yeah, I just really like them. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be a dream of mine, a vision, a goal to hopefully get on their trading floor, because basically they're going to pick people out randomly that are funded with them. And they were saying, like, it's not about, like, who is making the most, like, you know, those big wins. It's about the consistent wins. So consistent, and they want to see people controlling their losses. And basically, they're going to give people the chance to come to these trading floors. Good until you hit 3 payouts, and then they stop paying. Don't waste your money. I don't... Yeah, no, I mean... Yeah... Everyone's different, but I've only had good experiences with Alpha. yeah, lost my train of thought. Anyway, I got paid out yesterday, 9.5k payout. That's amazing. Paid in 4 hours. Is that with, I think I saw that, yeah, you're with Alpha as well. Do they ask you money to trade in the office? No, so basically, if you get given the opportunity to go and trade on their trading floor, because it's going to be like an institutional trading floor, you're going to get capital that, instead of it being live will end, we have detected, oh, hold on, it wants to cut me off. I don't know why that happened. But yeah, you don't have to pay them to, they're just giving people the opportunity. Really, really good. Thanks, Ben.